questions for Coach.
Right, what were you most pleased with? The offensive, especially three-point shooting, or the defense that you guys especially on?
Well, I think the thing that gave us a chance was the start. Purdue was so fast out of the gate, and you looked at the game against Illinois. It was 22-6, and it's a hard team to fight back and get down early. And we came out and threw the first punch, and that was important to set the tone for this game and go into halftime with the lead. And then they come out and hit 8 out of 10. We knew they'd go on a run, and that's who they are. It's why they're the number one team in the country. And I thought the resiliency that we showed and the fight that we showed when we called the timeout and hung in there and then went on a little run. They finally missed a couple. We got out. Sam had a nice steal and got a layup in transition to force a timeout. But, I just thought the hustle plays our guys made all game long, that's really what stood out to me. And everybody that stepped on the floor, I thought, made a positive contribution tonight. And those are the fun ones, when you have everybody that plays contribute to the win. And, I'm happy for our guys. I talked to them going into this game about, being part of teams that have knocked off the number one team in the country. I had a couple as a player and had a couple as a coach at my previous stop, and there's nothing like it to go out there and get this win. And I talked to our guys about there'd probably be people coming on the floor and enjoy it with the fans. And now the challenge, you got to move on. We play in 2 days, which I think feels like about the 18th game in a row. We've had 2 days of prep, but we got to get over this one quickly. But I did tell our guys to enjoy it, to have fun, and it certainly shows what we're capable of. I thought both ends we were really good for the most part, besides that run that they went on in the second half. But, overall, start to finish, I was really pleased with the effort.
What was the scene like down there on the court? And you get something dumped on you?
I got a little wet. Yep, I got a little wet in the locker room, and it was cold. So I got a new shirt, but my pants are freezing. Yeah, I got the car going right now.
Talk about the plan you had for Edey and just the job guys did on him.
Yeah, I mean, he's the most dominant force in the game, and he's so hard to game plan for because everybody else shoots it. You saw what Gillis did to us out on the perimeter. Smith, Lawyer, all those guys, Jones. They can all hit shots, so it puts you in a really tough position because he's impossible to stop one-on-one, especially when you get into foul trouble. So, I thought our guys executed the game plan very well. Not that we didn't against Wisconsin, but I thought our urgency was better on that end. I thought our edge and toughness was better. I think we gave up 11 rebounds. I haven't really looked at the stats yet, and I can't see anymore. So, but overall, on that end of the floor, I really thought we competed, and that's what you look for. Listen, if they hit shots and you're contesting them and you play hard, you look yourself in the mirror at the end of the day, whatever the result is, and you can live with yourself. And I thought tonight we did that.
You told the guys to enjoy it, but did you? What goes through your head when that goes final and all the fans are rushing up?
Yeah, this is a special win, and again, the thing I'm really happy with is it shows what we're capable of, to come out there, especially after a tough loss. I mean, Wisconsin handed it to us the other day, and our guys, what I told them in the locker room is we won it on Sunday when we got back in the gym, and we learned from the mistakes that we made. And that's the thing that you love as a coach, is when your guys respond like they did today for the entire game for 40 minutes and execute what you preach to them. And but yeah, did I enjoy it? Hell yeah, I did. And I'm going to enjoy it. But I'm going to go home and I got to start watching Iowa now. Like I said, I wish we had 5 days in between this one so I could really enjoy it tonight. But we got a game coming up. We got to get a plan put together, and we got to get our guys ready starting tomorrow.
Fred, you talked a lot about the kind of players you want to get as transfers. When Bryce Williams and Rick Mass had the games they had tonight, how gratifying is it that you picked right in the transfer?
Well, and what you don't understand, Bryce Williams didn't have a rep in practice the last 2 days. He got back on the floor in shoot-around today to test the foot and made the determination with their medical staff that he was going to give it a go. But he was a game-time decision tonight. And to go out there and be, I think, a point and an assist shy of a triple-double, I mean, that's phenomenal. And did a solid job defensively, except the one he got blown by from Smith in the full court. And then, Rink, just from the very first possession, he steps out, hits a big three. That forces the defense now to get closer, and that's what I thought set up our cutting, which I thought was really good. And not many teams have shot 50% against Purdue. So to go out there and move the ball like we did and get the ball to the right guy, C.J. Wilcher had a really good stretch where he got hot. Casey obviously did his thing. I thought Sam was terrific, making hustle plays all over the place. And again, everybody, Josiah hitting a three over there in the corner. And, I think 7 guys hit threes tonight. That's a great stat.
How much does Casey kind of feed off the moment, the crowd in a game like this?
I think this goes both ways. I think they feed off him, and certainly he feeds off them. And, it just some of those shots he made they were crazy. And, it's over the last few years, what you've learned with Casey is you live with some of those. And that certainly paid off tonight with him knocking down those shots. But, again, CJ, when Casey was on the bench, hit some huge ones as well. And, CJ's playing with so much confidence right now. I just love to see it. And those guys I thought played good minutes together out there as well. But, just again, overall, from start to finish, just so proud of the guys.
Played a little more lead guard, I guess. Is there a reason for that? Was that a change, or
Well,
just kind of the flow of the game?
Yeah, I mean that's the role he's been in. With when Jamarcus goes out, then Bryce will play with the ball in his hands. So I've liked what he's done with that. And then the good thing is when he's getting pressured, he can throw it to Rink, and we can still get into our set and get into our action. And I think you saw some of that tonight. Rink's going to be our pressure release, a lot like Derek was a year ago, and it was great to have Derek in the building tonight. Emmanuel was here today, and Derek was here tonight, so it was great to see him, and a fun win for our entire program.
You've had a lot of big wins over the course of your career, but just considering what the last 6 years have been in the build-up to this point, what does this one mean for you? Is it too early to reflect on that?
Yeah, I mean it's a great win. It's a huge win for our program, but we got a lot of work left to do. I think that's the way we all need to look at this thing. This can't be the highlight of our year. I mean, we gotta build off this one. We bounced back from a tough loss. Now we're going to see how we handle a big emotional win like this, and we'll know tomorrow. We'll know tomorrow in the gym. We won't go long. We probably won't do a lot of live reps, but we got to get the game plan in and have a really good mental day, and get our guys ready to go.
Coach, I mean, this kind of a win, you've got some guys in this group that have seen the great moments, some this year, some last year. You've got a couple that have also seen some tough moments too. How much is this a reflection of the hard work you and this group has put together?
Well, again, I just keep pointing to the fact these guys have been, whatever has happened, they've found a way to bounce back. And, even in the flow of the game today, when Purdue got hot, our guys didn't hang their head. They came over, they talked in the huddles. And when you have a group like that, you're going to give yourself a chance. And when you have a group of guys that compete every time they step on the floor, you're going to have a chance to win the game. And, we just, again, got to learn from this one, and we'll get back in the film room like we always do and watch good clips and bad clips and try to learn from it and then move past it and start getting ready for Iowa. Thanks, guys.
Mike, go ahead. I was defensively, you guys seemed a little more quicker to the ball, doubling quicker than Saturday.
You
and
think?
High hands and all that
Yeah.
stuff. I mean,
Yeah, you're right. See you guys.